Go.
Go live!
We're in.
Hey!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 3? Episode 3 now. Dimitri's running late, so everybody's all discombobulated and mixed into different places than they're supposed to be. Hopefully, they're not going to try to run the characters that they're all set up for. I don't think you guys would be successful running the people that you're in the windows for right now.
No.
I would be the best hobby bank. What are you kidding?
Last time, the party met Ziela Adros, who is the council member for the Docks District of Karenia. Also seems to be some sort of mafia boss that's in charge of some of the seedier people running that district. And she was willing to pay them a certain amount of money that seems to be equivalent to the amount that they lost, uh, based on the assumption that they would go to the upper district, talk to some of the richer people in town, and deal with complaints about a plumbing issue. Um, Seems kind of beneath adventuring parties like this, but in this case, they went for it, traveling up the city. They made their way through the trade district and tried to avoid the gaze of the people that they abandoned there, and made it to the temple district to meet Ravi's mentor, Father Gregor, who housed them for the night. And when they finally were able to ascertain what this plumbing problem was, one of the sanitation people brought them aside and said that they had tried to address it about a week prior, but that the people that had been sent in to investigate the issue went missing, and they haven't tried to do anything to solve it since then. At that point, the party decided in secret to convey that knowledge to each other, and now they are choosing to return to the docks and tell Ziela what they found out.
Yeah.
So right now you're in the temple district. You met there under the watchful protection of Father Gregor. He gave you his own personal chambers to have your little discussion. I'd say we're in there now, about ready to head out. Is there anything else you guys want to do in the Temple of Freyora and the Temple District at large before you start heading down to the docks to talk to Ziela?
Nope. Everybody's well rested. Everybody's have their spells and everything. I think we should be good.
If I pass any other clerics of any other religions on my way down, I'll ask if their temple is having any issues with their plumbing to kind of confirm the story that this is slowly working its way down the city.
Yeah, you'll talk to a priestess of Assyriel, and she'll tell you that they have some minor problems going on. They say it's not really anything worth complaining about, and if you hadn't mentioned it, they might not have even noticed. But just when you come in and say, "Oh, there's a plumbing issue," they think, actually, the water has been draining kind of slowly lately, just a bit more than usual, but not anything worth concerning someone over.
Okay. I will thank the priestess and go about a day.
All right. So we head back down through the Temple District into the Trades District. Are we still trying to avoid? Right now, we slept since last time we were through here. So the woman who was waiting for Hajite to return to pay the bill on the lunch that they had is gone. You're not sure how that situation resolved. Maybe she had to stay and wash dishes for a little bit. But yeah, Hajite never came back with the money, and that woman Julia has left.
Also on the way down,
I feel like that's gonna come back to haunt me.
Yeah, that's gonna come back big time.
It's gonna be a terrible situation.
That here Ravi wants to buy something.
A shield.
Let me see here. How much money you got?
I got like 13 gold.
My guess is going to be that that's not enough, but let me just double check what they're charging for shields right now. The other factor to keep in mind is that there's currently an iron shortage going on right now.
Can I get a wooden shield?
Wooden shields won't be as effective.
Yeah, I know.
It'll at least defend something.
I think
Let's
that's
see.
the 1 or 2 AC bonus comparatively.
Shield's going to run you 10 GP. For a wooden shield, you'll get a +1 to your AC.
Done.
And the +2. You'll have to talk to a blacksmith who's trying to make do with the lack of iron. So the one that you'll come in contact with is a young man. His name's Andoril.
Alrighty, let me write that down.
He'll say, "Listen, thanks for coming in, but not a lot available right now. Unless you're looking for, I don't know, rusted garbage."
I'm hoping to avoid that, sir. But if you have a wooden shield, I would love to have one.
I don't put in much for wooden shields, but I could see if I could make something up. I've got some templates that I haven't put the banding on yet. Not going to do much for you, but you're welcome to them if you like.
I think any kind of shield's better than no shield.
Well, you'd think. Yeah, and he's got like a stack of shields that he has the wooden pieces put together, but he hasn't molded in the iron bands that go across to strengthen and fortify them. So he considers them partially complete at this point. He said, I mean, if you're looking for something not done up like this, I'm not going to charge you full price for this. I don't feel right doing it.
It's very kind of you, sir.
Tell you what, how about 8 gold pieces? And then if I ever get some iron in here, you can come on back, pay off the rest, and then I'll finish it for you.
That would be perfect, sir. Thank you. And I will hand him 8 gold pieces.
Yeah, and he's just kind of squeamish about. He holds up the wooden shield to you, and he's like, it almost makes him ill just to hand it over the way it's looking right now.
I will like fit it to my arm, and I'll kind of like slap the front of it and kind of try to give him like a reassuring smile. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, make sure you come back. Don't leave it like that. If you find some iron yourself, I'll bring it back and I'll finish it for free.
I hope to find some, and if I do, I will be sure to bring it back. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Tell your friends. Actually, don't tell anybody where you got that.
Of course.
And he goes back to basically repairs is most of what he's doing right now. He's doing as best he can because he can't actually add any more to anything. So he's cutting down swords and filing off pieces. Not feeling good about it. His business isn't suffering as much as some others because he's still doing work, but it's not the kind of quality that he's expecting. Does anybody else want anything from Andrew the blacksmith while you're here?
No, we're good. At least on my part.
I don't have money, so I'm good.
There's money. A druid wouldn't want metal equipment anyway.
True.
So it's a weird place. Okay. So you'll leave his forge, head back out into the street, and back down towards the docks district. While you guys are walking down the road into the heart of the district itself, it sort of dawns on you that when you met with Ziela before, it was in a secret location. And you had bags on your heads and you were led there purposefully to not know where it is to find her. And so as you head down and get to the end of the road where the docks themselves are and close to the water, what do you want to do?
I rolled a survival check on the way there to try to help. It was a 13. Would that help us get any closer? Can I make another survival check on top of that to try to pick off what I had learned last time?
So we had you trying to track which way you were going with a bag on your head.
Correct.
And then we had, I believe it was Kriv, make a perception check when you got to where you were going to try to pinpoint where you were. And you got a basic idea of where the ocean was in relation to where you were, kind of how far away from the water you were, and in what direction the water was found.
Yeah.
This will put you somewhere. You won't get an exact idea of where to go. And we don't need another check, really, since that 13 is just going to stand. You'll head in the direction that you believe should be correct. And as you get there, I want everybody to make a perception check.
$24.
24, very good.
13.
What's that?
13.
13.
6.
6. Okay, Ravi doesn't see.
You blind, bro.
Arvistan, you'll be the one to notice. You're not getting exactly into the place that you were thinking. You know it's in an alley somewhere behind a building, behind another building. And you going into an alley at random doesn't seem like a great idea. But Arvistan, you do notice the child that you saw earlier. The one that came into the meeting with Ziela and handed her pouches of gold and then got candy and ran away.
Oh. Yo, Ravi, look, there's the kid that we saw earlier that was giving all the gold to that lady.
Oh, maybe he can help us.
She called him Petey before.
It was a Petey? Okay. Yo, Petey! Petey, over here!
Well, he'll look around. Instinctively, he hears his name and he has to look at whoever's saying it. He'll look in your direction. And he recognizes all of you. And he's not super keen on going over to where all of you are. So he's playing with some other children and he kind of stops playing with them and sort of takes off.
Damn it! Why do always people run away when I call them? Am I that ugly? I mean, I know I'm ugly, but goddamn, not to scare people like that.
I think anyone here might be spooked if you started yelling their name.
Especially the doctor, correct?
Should we be following this kid?
Yeah, no, I'm going to try to kid.
He's not super slick. He's not the most slippery kid. Despite his having sort of a career in crime, he usually works with a group to help him get away. So if you're tagged onto just the one child, it's not hard to get around to where he's going. And he heads sort of behind a pile of crates and into a little corner. It doesn't look anything like the place that you're looking for, but it kind of looks like a place where kids might be playing, a sort of clubhouse type area. And he gets down on all fours and he crawls underneath a crate that's balanced in between two other crates and into a big stack of them and out of sight. But you can see all different sides of this pile of crates. There's nowhere else for him to go.
Young man, we're not here to hurt you. We're trying to find our way back to Ziel, and we were hoping you could help. We were sent on her on a mission, and we have some information, but unfortunately we don't know the way.
He'll say, Are you mad at me?
No, I'm not mad at you. We're trying to get our gold back. And in order to do so, we need to complete the mission. So we need your help.
What do you want me to do?
Just take us to. I just need you to take us to the house, Ziel's house.
Uh, okay, and then I can go?
Of course.
Yes, you can.
He'll nervously peek out just his head for a second and look at everyone and make sure nobody's got an axe ready to cut him in half as soon as he comes out. And when everybody looks like they might not kill him, he'll crawl out and he'll say, "Okay, hurry up this way," and he'll run.
I will run with him.
All right, everybody, time to run. Let's follow that kid.
It's cardio time.
Let's follow that kid.
He takes off running. You guys have to actually kind of hoof it to keep up with him because he's skipping places in different areas. And he's small enough to tuck in. He goes underneath carts or he jumps over things that people are carrying. So you have to kind of push and dash your way around to get to where he's going. And he goes right onto sort of large administrative building for the docks. And he heads right up to the front door, and he points at it with his thumb, and he says, "Ziel is in there."
Thank you, young man.
Cool. Oh, that was a long run. Whew. Are you guys good? I lost a little bit of my breath right there.
I feel like we should have asked her last time how to find her again.
Probably.
Yeah, probably that was the smartest thing instead of
I mean,
running like madmans around this
we
whole
were
street.
we were pretty much let out with sacks, so
Yeah, well, I guess you can't hide from us anymore. We remember how to get here now.
I understand if you're very tired, Petey will come up to you and give you a piece of candy.
Ooh,
Bag
piece of
of
candy. Thank you a little bit.
It's a little piece of saltwater taffy.
Ooh, thank you. I needed that.
So should we knock or just walk on in?
I think we should knock because I don't think she wanted us to know that this place is here. If not, I mean, they took us out with bags on our head last time, so we don't want to get into trouble again.
True.
In that case, I will walk up to the door and just.
You'll hear a voice on the other side of the door and say, "The door's open, come on in."
I will open the door and enter.
Yeah.
We all go in.
You get in, it's immediately obvious that this is not Ziela's house. This is like a government building. And the voice that's calling out to you is a secretary at the desk in the first room when you come in the door. And she's filing her nails. She says, "Oh, and what can I do for you?"
We are looking for Ziel.
You want to talk to the council lady?
I would like to, yes.
You got an appointment?
No, but we are here in urgent business at their discretion.
I see. Just a moment. I'll get in contact with her. And she'll stand up, sashay out from behind the desk, go through a door behind her and disappear down a hallway. And leave you there. There's some benches if you want to wait.
Yeah, I'll take a seat.
I'll start looking around, just wandering around the place while we wait. See if I can see something suspicious.
There are pictures of the docks district, like historical depictions of what it looked like in years past when it was much smaller. You could see some plans for renovations that could happen in the future. Little rundown of addresses, warehouses with the numbers listed next to them, and the different supplies that are stored in each one. The secretary at the desk has a bunch of papers laid out with notes and schedules and doodles.
No. I don't want to get us in trouble again. No, we're good. All right.
Do you need a babysitter?
Me? Maybe. I don't know.
At least you know.
Not a,
I mean, there's a lot of things around here that I've never seen before, so like I like to be a little bit nosy about stuff and figure out what things are. I'm coming from the ocean, so never been out of there before. So yeah.
You'll see the secretary return. And she has Ziella in tow behind her, who seems very upset, angry.
Oh boy.
She comes storming in. She said, I don't know who told you, riffraff, that you should be in here, but get out. Get lost.
Wait a minute. You sent us on an
She'll say, turn
urgent
around and move.
matter.
Turn around. Now, don't say another word. Turn around. Get back out the door. She'll approach you, Arvistan.
Joe.
She'll put one hand on your shoulder. She's come up from behind you, put one hand on your shoulder. And then with her other hand, she puts something in your jacket pocket.
Huh.
And then she pushes you.
What the? Okay.
Okay.
We're
Out,
going.
out. Everybody out. You, up.
Okay.
Move.
Okay.
Out the door.
I'll stand up and move.
And what was that all about? I start checking. Felt some weird stuff around that she was poking me with, and I find whatever she put on my pocket.
She put a note in your pocket. It's a piece of paper.
All right, and finally, like, so, I think she just left a note for us. Here you go, Chris. What does it say? I don't understand this language. Maybe you do. I don't know.
But I'll read it. What does it say?
I got this.
Everybody speaks the language. It's written
Oh, okay.
there. It says
Oops.
it says don't contact me in public, and it has an address written on it. It's the warehouse number where you met Sudsy and Bumper and Splits earlier.
I think she had that pre-written. That was swift.
Or she, I mean, probably. Many times that she does sneaky deals like this, she probably has like a stack of them. Like, oh gosh, not this guy again. Let's put it on the pocket. All right, so I guess we just gotta head to that warehouse right now, right?
Probably.
All right, everybody, let's just head over there, and we start making our way over there to the.
Yeah, it's not hard. You know,
Address.
you've been there before, so you know where it is and how to get there. And you get in, and you're not. What's that?
Ran for nothing.
Once you get there, you don't have to wait more than like 10 minutes before Ziella comes in the door behind you, and she shuts it real quick. It's a big sliding door to the warehouse, and she just slams it shut. She says, sorry for the display, but I can't have this association known.
Understandable.
It's completely understandable, but next time, can you just tell us where to contact you? Because we had no clue where how to find you, and well, this was the best idea that we came up with.
Well, honestly, the plan was that Sudsy was going to get in contact with you when you came back to the docks, and then you could tell him and he could relay all the information to me. But that hasn't worked out. What was it you found out when you got up there? Those guys going to leave
I'm
us alone
sorry,
now?
is he not back?
No, Sudsy hasn't returned. Bumper or Splits neither.
Ooh.
Hmm.
So this kind of keeps happening then with the other people that keep sending, huh?
What are you talking about?
Some city officials sent down the waterworks people into the sewers who also never returned. If it's my understanding that 2 of them went down and didn't return, this problem is slowly trickling down throughout the rest of the city, so to speak, as the temple district is starting to be affected as well.
Yep.
And we also
So-
somewhat took care of the complaining house.
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of took care of that, and but yeah, we were wondering if you know what was kind of happening down there with the people that you sent.
I wish I would
But-
know. I sent my boys down there to check it out. I was hoping that they'd come back and tell me, but I haven't heard from them. They went down yesterday.
Hmm.
Do you have any way to contact them while they're in there, or no?
I didn't think there was going to be a problem. I don't have anything to get in contact with them with. But I tell you what, now that you mention it, I just thought of a way that I could get in contact with them.
Hmm. Sounds like a good plan.
I'll use a proxy. I'll send somebody else to get
Uh-huh.
in contact with them, and then they can relay that back to me.
Wait
Oh.
a minute. Let me
What
guess.
noble heroes would you send down to do that for you?
Yeah, you're gonna send us, aren't you?
Yeah, it's going to be you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't it not surprise me? So, well, okay, we can do that, but can we settle on a little bit more of gold than what you're paying us, since this is technically another task, right?
Several people haven't come back. I'd say that's worth more.
And I bet
Yeah.
I would personally at least like to investigate this when we go in too, not just grab any people and get back out unless we have to.
Solving the problem.
I'll tell you what.
Mhm.
Here's a deal I'll make right now.
Okay,
She'll take
okay.
the gold that she promised you earlier from the first job, and she'll hand it to you.
Sweet.
Yeah.
She'll say, "I asked you to do a job, and you did it. And you did a good job. So here's the payment, as promised."
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, next one's kind of more of a favor than a job, really.
Mm.
Okay. So
I know they're kind of knuckleheads, but I'm kind of fond of those guys. I'd rather not have something happen to them. So I don't know what I can get you right now, but I'll have something for you. Take my word on it.
So
Let's make it-
you'd say it'd rather be a rescue mission than a solve the problem thing?
Ideally, I'd like you to do both, but if there's only one you can do, bring the boys home.
So, since you have nothing to offer us right now,
I wouldn't say
Can
I
we
have nothing. I
say
just don't know
that-
what I'm going to give you.
can we just say that a favor for a future occasion? What do you guys think?
I think a favor should be named later as a fair price.
Hmm.
Great.
Yeah.
Something about her. It's trustworthy.
Yeah, I mean, if we get in trouble, she can literally help us out, and
Favor from me is
out
worth a
of
lot.
Yep.
Does she seem genuine this whole time, not just BSing us?
Make a perception
she's
check.
got a sort of sneaky underhandedness to her, just the way that you've met her and the people that she deals with. But
Yeah.
that hasn't been a secret.
Yeah.
So I'll let you
Right.
decipher from that what you want.
Well, she gave us the money.
Yeah.
Yes, she did give us our own money.
Yeah, you've got Kriv's money, Hazute's money,
I mean,
and Glenda's
She
money,
could have
the woman
been-
from the shop.
Yeah.
She could have been a real butthole about it.
Yeah,
and
not
just kept
give
it
to
and
us.
said, "Okay, venture
I know.
forth."
Yep.
You guys want to not talk about me like I'm not here?
Uh,
I'm sorry. You want us to walk out of the room?
and
Maybe
then
just
come back
include
again.
me in your deliberations, or don't deliberate and make a decision. Either way.
All right.
I'm on
Is,
board.
Okay.
is there anything you can tell us or give us or lend us to help us with this? If nothing else, we need to know how to get into the sewers. All we know is that the entrance is in the dock somewhere.
I could show you the
Preferably
way
a
in.
map.
I don't have a map.
Oh.
I could show you the way to get in there.
I guess that's
There-
fine. If we,
Are there multiple ways out?
Hmm.
Well, there's one access for maintenance personnel, but there might be a different way out if you count running through the grates. You have to find a way to remove them. But the way that the water gets back out of the sewers is technically a way out.
Do you have the schematics of the sewers?
No.
Hmm.
Do you know if it gets any light down there? And if not, could we get a torch?
Or any type of things that we can light the way with?
I could get a torch for each of you. There is no light down there. So,
That I would greatly appreciate.
best we can do. Be careful with it. It gets gases get trapped in certain areas down there, and if you're lighting a torch in the wrong spot, you could singe yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's nice to know.
All right, ma'am, lead the way.
Yeah, she'll open the door. She's kind of hurriedly trying to get you to follow her and keep a low profile. She doesn't want to be seen with you. But she takes you right over to the edge of the water, and you have to follow along the edge of the dock for a little ways before you get to a sort of stone staircase that's outcropped above the water. It's carved right out of the rock, a set of steps that go down along the edge of the dock and lead to a metal door that's next to a large grated circular hole. Just say, hey, this is the way in.
All
I
right.
don't know what you're going to find on the other side. Some kind of problem. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, Sudsy and Bumper and Splits. Grab them and pull them out.
We'll try our best. I will take the lead and grab my pendant. May Freyr light the way, and I will cast light on my pendant.
That'll glow out. Nice bright color. What color do you want on it?
Like a white light.
Bright white. Harsh fluorescent lighting.
Yep.
Not flattering in any way. But it doesn't buzz like those lights do, so there's at least that.
We're going into a sewer. You should have done ultraviolet or something.
I don't know.
You start seeing stuff that you don't want to see if you do that, so probably best to avoid it.
All right. It's kind of smelly down here, but I guess I couldn't get any better than this, right?
Who's holding the torch?
Nobody. Everybody has a torch, but we just have Ravi over here lit in the light, lit in the way with the
Nobody.
light.
We asked for it and left it behind.
And we have it on our backpacks.
But
I can light mine. I assume, at least towards the entrance, nothing can be quite too dangerous, and I can't see anyway, so.
And there's a lot of gases going on around here. Do we
Well-
really want to lit them up, or do we just want to depend on the Ravi's light? Ravi's
Well,
I can see, so
I figure at least for a little ways in, it's probably okay because you have the exit to get fumes out.
Alright.
Once we are kind of like out of earshot after we've gotten in, part of the reason why I asked for a torch is if there's a blockage, there could be something that we could or have to burn down. So I asked for the torch almost more for that reason than to light the way.
I can
Fair
always
enough.
make fire.
Yeah, she can always make fire. I mean, we have a living torch with us, Ravi. Like, come on. How cool is that? I don't think it gets any cooler than that.
How
Bro.
cool is that?
Yeah.
High five, Kriv, my bro.
Just a high five and then like does the conjure flame thing. So it's just like just to be excessive. But then put it back
Cool.
up. And then you
Like the
remember
high
it.
five made it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to be cool.
Like walking away from an explosion, you know.
Yeah.
Well, so how many people are going to be carrying lit torches then?
Not I.
I'm living that to Criff.
I mean, how much light is from the light spell?
I think
Could we all see from it?
Could see, I think, to 20 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
I think a torch might actually be less than that.
It's a bright light for 20 feet and then dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Alright, so kind of 40 feet total. That's,
Okay, so I mean,
that's not bad.
It's not terrible.
Yeah.
And I mean, in these sewers, it's pipes, so it's all tight and straightforward. So as long as you've got somebody up front lighting the way, it might be nice to have a light in the back, but it's really up to you.
Alrighty.
What do you
If
guys
you're
think?
holding on to, go ahead, light it up. Stand in the
Okay.
back and check it out.
Let me know if you start to smell anything too weird, and I'll put it out.
Alrighty.
Will do.
Alright, we start making our way in.
Okay. In the doorway, it leads into a very small room, about 10 by 15 feet. That's just got some pipes in it and gauges. It looks like it's kind of a quick maintenance room. There's another door there that leads into the body of the sewers themselves. For the most part, a sewer pipe is about 10 feet wide and about 8 feet tall. So there's enough room for you if you wanted to walk two side by side at a time. And nobody really has to duck to get through here. In case anybody's got claustrophobia, you might still be affected. I don't know, depending on how severe. It'd be rough. I'd have a hard time. The other notable thing about the sewers in this area is that there's no water. You could see on the ground where water should have been running through here on wastewater that's pouring out through the grate that goes back out in the ocean. But it's totally dry now. There's even a line where the water level normally would be. You can see it's just scum along the edge. It's just bone dry, which makes the smell that much worse.
If I like shine my light into the pipe, can I see downwards? Do I see any blockage like immediately through the pipe?
From here, you shine down, and the pipe looks the same going down for 20 feet and then dim for another 20 feet. Just black beyond there.
Yep.
This is disgusting.
I won't disagree with you.
Yeah.
As I continue on my way.
Yeah.
Do we
Are
see
you not
anything
used to this
else?
face?
Do we see anything else that's kind of out of the ordinary or anything else?
I mean, nothing that would be particularly strange. The water's the biggest difference. If you wanted to see something more disgusting, like rats or, I don't know, feces, I don't know, you're not seeing that stuff.
Okay.
Just double checking there's not like claw marks across the walls or anything.
It's
No giant
club
gator.
and,
We don't know yet.
Nothing that seems threatening right now.
A weird
other
mosquito
than the
bat.
dark.
No ducks.
Ducks yet.
You move
gators.
forward You walk down this stretch of pipe for maybe about like 80 feet before you see it open into a small circular chamber, and then it branches off in four directions. The one you came from, it keeps going straight, or it goes off to the left or to the right.
Ooh.
Shine the light down each path, and it's 40 feet of pipe and then black.
Guys? I don't want to be the one saying this, but it's always a bad idea. Do we split? Or should we stick together?
I think we should stick together.
Would we? So it has been just like a straight path so far.
Right.
Yes.
Would we have any idea, or maybe asking Ravi too, if we would have any idea where we are, like in the city, like at all? I guess.
Yeah. Is there a check I could make to try to determine where we would be underneath the city at this point?
Make a quick survival check. Pretty simple one, I think, at this point so far.
15.
You haven't gone far enough to really get out of the docks district yet.
Okay.
So definitely still in there.
Can I use that survival check to see if I see any tracks, any footprints in the scum, anything like that as to where somebody else might have gone before us?
As dry as it is right now, you're not able to tell where anybody has come or gone at this point.
Okay. So normally I usually do places like this are dry as it is right now.
Almost never.
So there's something bigger in here happening, huh?
There is something for sure clogging this area, yes.
That's gonna be a big, gigantic, weird thing, more likely, isn't it?
Yes, but it could also just be a giant tree.
Sure.
Nothing's that easy. What kind of life have you lived, Robbie?
Yeah.
A fairly normal one to this point, where blocked clogs and drains and things like that are usually the result of something somewhat normal blocking them, like air, or roots, or branches, or things.
Well, do you think that tree grabbed our friends? Especially Bumper, who is the most important?
I think it's possible that our friend Bumper may be lost, as I get the feeling, as I kind of like look at the three corridors going out into blackness and nothingness, I get a feeling that it's entirely possible that he is lost somewhere down here.
I turn over to Criff. So, Criff, where are you from? Have you ever had any problems with trees growing underground?
Crib, there's no pipes where you're from.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't even have plumbing.
Yeah, no, but I'm asking about trees underground. That's why I was like kind of specific. Like, any problem with
Always
trees growing underground?
Most
Like
of
inside
trees
caves?
are underground.
Yeah, but like grow here, like you know what I mean.
Just in the way they're supposed to, usually.
All right, so Ravi is crazy as hell then. It's delusional.
Well,
a tree blocking things down there.
Imagine if you put a tree here, it would do what it would do anywhere, which is grow. It just might be odd that there's a tree.
Who would want to grow?
Are we seriously having this conversation?
If you guys don't like it, you can keep talking, okay?
Let's walk and talk, I guess.
What
Let's
are the
go.
directions available to us again?
Forward, left,
Forward,
right.
Right.
Okay.
Or backward, I suppose. That's technically a fourth possible direction.
Yeah,
That's true.
that is true.
Well, guys, I've been told that left is bad luck, so if we have nothing to go off of, I'm saying forward or right. But I don't have any other reason for you. I don't even know where I am when we're above here, so.
I think we should probably just keep going straight, as to try to cut down on the amount of turns we have to make until we actually have to make them.
Can I, like, try to take out some, like, scrap paper or something and start kind of keeping track of, like, I guess what choices we make, assuming this might not be the last one?
We could draw an arrow in the grime.
I've seen Labyrinth. That doesn't work.
Oh, man.
Does anybody have paper or anything to
I
write
would-
on or with?
Do we have it on
I
our
believe I
adventurer's
have
bag?
parchment, actually.
Well, there you go. Hashite's got some.
I would assume I would based on who I am as a person.
Probably would.
If nobody else did, then I would like go to the side with my mace and just kind of like scrape it into the pipe.
You can feel free to try to map this out as best as you like.
Just if nothing else, just scribbling down. Like
Sure.
we like first choice was just straight, whatever.
Yeah, no problem.
Going back to our Nancy Drew roots.
Yeah, I
We
don't
took her
trust.
straight.
I don't trust this at all.
All right. So you're going straight forward.
Mhm.
Down another length of pipe. It's very much the same as that first length that you went down. And it brings you to another circular chamber like the one you just passed. Only this one is a little different. There is no path that leads off to the right. There's one that leads forward and one that leads to the left. And with your light, Robbie, you can see after about 20 feet in either direction, the path starts to curve. So you can see the path that leads forward starts to curve off to the left, and the path that goes to the left curves off to the right.
So, this is.
It's
two
like a
different
riddle
places.
almost when I try to describe it.
Is the pipe getting any more... Oh, God. Okay. Is the pipe getting any more moist?
Not yet, no.
Okay. I
Uh,
heard it coming out.
well, if our goal is to ultimately avoid going left, I think we actually have to go left initially for this to work.
So you want? We're still sticking together, or we're splitting?
We are absolutely not splitting up.
No. Okay. So we're going
The
left now.
exact opposite of Fred from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So
All right. So we're going
you
left
want
now
to make
this
a
time.
left to make an extra left, Robbie?
It's gonna go a left. That's gonna turn the pipe into a right.
If we make essentially two lefts, we'd be heading back in the other direction, so it's possible we make a big loop-de-loop. Alternatively, if we go straight and then curve to the left, we're probably heading deeper into the sewers. So that might actually be the right way to go. But we could at least confirm the pipe that goes left, then left, and essentially back what is not due south. If that leads us back to what would be the leftmost path in our other direction.
What if it's?
I guess we could confirm a full map that way, yeah.
Yeah. True. True.
My vote's for straight if we want to do this in a democratic way.
Okay.
I could try to illustrate this with my hands, maybe make it a little simpler to understand. If that's going straight and then it curves off to the left, then we've got a path that goes out to the left, and that curves itself to the right.
Then they touch each other.
Well, in
That
that
makes
case, I
sense.
don't think it matters.
Yep.
I mean, you don't see that they conjoin, but it's relatively safe to assume that at some point, if they continued on that trajectory, that they would meet again.
Gotcha.
All right. All right. The hell with it. Let's keep on going forward.
Okay.
All right, we got Ravi up front, right?
Sure do.
It's the light man. Do we, as we go in, do we see any more like any water on the floor or any stronger smell inside?
No water yet.
Okay.
The smell's the same.
All right.
Stronger than it was outside, at the very least. It's very much more contained in here.
Yeah. Any slight changes on the smell that's not just putrid or nasty, but something in it.
Perception
Something
check.
in the smell. All right, perception check.
Smell check. Armstrong's going to take a big whiff.
20.
Gonna get real close.
Armstrong, you take a big inhale. You're hit immediately with the smell of raw sewage.
Oh God, that's bad.
I don't know if you've ever changed a toilet But
Nope.
when you do that, and all the sewage just comes straight up in your face, just the smell of everything that's down there. With a 20, smell something also a little different, just a tiny bit. You barely catch a hint of it.
Ooh.
It smells kind of like Kriv a little.
Oh, rude.
Rip, get out of there.
And this is on
All right,
top of
guys.
the smell of Kriv that's already coming from the Kriv that's standing next to you.
I
But
was gonna say, are you saying this because I didn't consciously say I took a shower last episode?
just
All right.
a hint of a similar Kriv smell coming from somewhere further out down the pipe.
Guys, actually, Kriv,
What?
are you the only one that have come down here, or has there been like people before you coming down here to
This is the
keep
first time I've
investigating?
been here.
Did you just ask if we know more than you?
I only just got to the city.
Has
probably
any
after
any other Dragonborns come down to these place where we at?
I
before-
haven't spoken to any since I got here.
Have you seen a few of them around, or no?
A few.
A few, okay, because
I was barely here by myself before I met you guys.
okay, because after I just remember that smell. That big whiff. I kind of got a scent coming from your kind
What does that mean?
down here in the
You're
sewers.
so
So
offensive.
What does that mean?
it's I don't know. Maybe there's somebody in here in the sewers that's just I don't know. It's just weird. Oh god, I gotta stop.
Oh.
I throw up to the side.
Ooh, that's not good.
The chef decided to take a full inhale.
Oh yeah.
Would I know, being a dragonborn, if that's a thing where dragonborns smell different?
I mean, everybody smells different. Well,
Well, yeah, but like as a species.
Like Dragonborn wouldn't be able to sense other Dragonborn.
you've got kind of like a scaly, feathery kind of smell to you, like if you've ever smelled a lizard or
They
something
just
like
smell
a
like
turtle.
dirt.
They smell different than you do.
Yep. So yep. So guys, I think there's more Dragonborns down here. After that, oh god, weird. I don't know why I did that. Strong sniff. I pick up a little bit of scent from somebody that smells just like Kriv.
Hmm.
But can I determine where it came from? If it was forward or left?
Somewhere in the sewer.
Somewhere. Okay. I can't determine where it was coming from. So there might be more people than what we think that's down here.
I'm just standing off to the side, like smelling my own arms and stuff, trying to figure out what he's talking about.
It's very subtle. I mean, you wouldn't notice.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Regardless,
like,
if we're doing this,
Yeah, I was
let's
saying,
keep moving.
after we make that turn, do we see the pipes come together?
I want to say while you're making that turn, Ravi, you're up front in the middle of it. You can see in the middle of the pipe there's a pile of rubble, broken stones, just sort of all over the ground. And you could see in the ceiling of the pipe, the roof of the pipe above it, there's a hole.
Is the hole big enough to like I could climb out of? I could see out of? What's the size of the hole?
You get up there and you get your light and you sort of look up into what the hole looks like, and it looks like it's just it's very shallow, maybe just a couple of feet, like it's dug out is about enough to fit the pile of stones that are beneath it.
I will try to like pull myself up, like because if it's 8 feet high, I kind of try to jump up, grab to where the hole is, kind of pull myself over the top so I can see down the above part of the pipe and take a look in the direction.
Yeah, you get up there. You grab up on one of the stone of the roof of the pipe. You grab it and you try to pull yourself up, and above it there's just dirt, and this hole's kind of dug out, and it looks like if you had dug a hole from above in the dirt, just in the ceiling here.
I will drop back down and kind of look up. Well, if there's more of this would kind of explain what's going on.
Do we think the other turn connects to this? Where we can see the other side, maybe?
You take a few steps forward, and you'll see another circular room, like the past two that you've seen, and that there are pipes converging there.
Well, can I make it like a survival check? See if I think that this is an animal, if someone dug... Trying to determine if someone was deliberately digging down, like with a shovel, or if it's more animalistic in nature.
Insight check.
Okay. $25.
Okay, that's pretty high. So you're able to determine from looking at this and kind of trying to piece together exactly what might have happened here. It doesn't look like somebody dug down, and it doesn't necessarily look like it was an animal. It looks like someone dug up from inside here. And as you're looking at the rubble, the stones that are on the ground below, they don't really match up with what's missing above. So it doesn't look like the stone ceiling here just fell down.
Yeah.
Piecing around and looking in between everything, you're finding among the stones pieces of rope. They're almost built into like netting. This looks like a trap. That someone set up a crude rudimentary trap that was holding a bunch of stones up above, and once triggered, they all dropped. But yeah, somebody set this up, and somebody's already tripped it.
Well, guys, and I kind of like point up above. This was a trap for someone.
And who do you think made this trap?
Do we think someone's under these rocks right now? Or just cut off?
I don't think so. It looks like there was probably a net that was triggered to fall, trapped whoever it was, and that person was probably drug off by whoever set the trap.
The question is, what were they trying to trap? A person? Animal?
That is a good question. Unfortunately, I don't have an answer to that.
Is this the kind of thing the sanitation people might have done? Sent in a week ago?
Judging by the quality of the trap, if you told me that a government official... If you told me that a government official had decided to set some sort of random trap, this looks like a crude trap that some sanitary workers would do, yes.
Yeah, it's very rudimentary and very simple.
Okay, maybe they had an idea of a creature down here.
Now, is it a creature? Is it a person? Is
Uh,
it a tree?
uh,
Is that rat? And I look at Robbie.
I will ignore the look. I don't know what they were trying to trap. Just that whatever it is, either succeeded and they grabbed it, or completely failed because the creature was either too fast or ripped through the net or something of that nature.
Oh boy. Now if we're talking about creature, I wonder how big this creature is.
Either way, they still haven't come back, so that's not
Yeah.
encouraging.
What if the creature ate them? What if the creature ate Bumper? Oh, poor Bumper.
Then it's probably full and we'll be safe.
Yeah.
If the creature ate Bumper, we are in serious trouble, because I don't think I fit a man that hard with something and have him not fall over.
Yeah, that is really true.
So can we get past this rubble?
Yeah, it doesn't even come up to where your knees are. You're able to step over it without any trouble.
Okay. You said we came across another circular room?
Yeah, once you've finished going around that curved section of pipe, you come to another circular room. There are 4 different directions that come off of here. From where you approach, if you look to the left, you can see that pipe bends off to the left, which would match up with what you thought before. It should be the pipe that you saw in the last room connecting here to this circle. But you see forward and to the right are straight pipes that lead off into darkness.
Now, do we want to keep on going straight and keep it simple, straightforward, or do we want to go to the right and change the path a little bit? Can I make a perception check and see if there's any more like holes in the upper area for traps and everything like that, like in the previous one?
We could say that you're going to move carefully. And so when we move again, I'll have you make a perception check to just check the
Okay.
traps, basically.
Okay. So, do we want to keep on going forward, or do we want to go to the right side?
I mean, I think forward is the simplest answer.
Okay. What about you, Criff? Hashote? What do you guys think? Forward, right?
Forward sounds fine to me. Sorry, I'm looking at my crude map to be like, is that going backwards though? No.
So we're heading forward.
Yep, we're heading forward.
We go down this little stretch of pipe, maybe about 60 feet, before it ends in another small circular room. There's only one other pipe leading out of here that goes to the right. But Armistan, go ahead and make your perception check as you're searching for traps.
Alright. Oh boy. That'll be that and that'll be 13.
Okay, you don't notice any traps in the pipe as you're moving along. Once you do get into the next circular room, you do notice a figure there, sort of dirty and disheveled, a little halfling, and he's got a scimitar out. And he says, "Keep back! Get away from me!"
Oh boy.
I will put my hands up and be like, it's okay. It's okay. We're not here to hurt you.
Once everybody sees him, you recognize that it's Sudsy.
Sudsy, is that you?
How did you get in here?
We just walked straight from the entrance. We heard from your boss that you guys were missing for a whole day and never reported back.
Wait,
Are you guys okay?
Which way did you come from? Do you know the way out of here?
Kinda, sorta, yeah.
Right, okay, which way is it?
This pipe that we just came out from, just go down it and keep on going straight. And that's all you have to do. Just go straight.
All right, best of luck to you guys. I'm out of here.
Whoa. Sudsy. Hold on. What's happening here? Why are you so afraid? What's going on?
I don't know exactly what it is, but there's something in here.
And where are the other guys? We're split.
I lost them. I lost sight of them. I don't know what happened to them.
And you're just gonna abandon them?
There's nothing else I can do.
Why do you say
Get back
something
out of here.
down
Try to
there?
regroup. I don't know.
Why don't you come with us? We can keep you safe.
I ain't gonna
We're
spend
all
one more
together.
minute in this sewer than I have to.
Why do you say there's something in here? What have you seen? What's happened?
I didn't see nothing. I heard it. Kind of a low growl. Somewhere deep in there. I don't know.
So you're scared of something you haven't seen yet?
I ain't heard nothing like it. And after I heard it, we got split up. I lost sight of them. I don't know what happened to splits.
Oh boy.
Were you the one who set the trap?
Nah, Bumper trapped. He tripped on a wire and a bunch of rocks fell down on him.
Is he okay?
Yeah, his bumper. Oh, he was okay after that, at least.
Okay. And do you know who put that trap there?
Listen, I don't know nothing about nothing down here. All right,
Okay.
and if I was you guys, I'd come with me and get back out.
I mean, we can't leave
We need
Splits
to at
and
least look for splits and bumper.
yeah. They're your buddies, man. Like, come with us.
I can't do it. I can't do it no more. You guys ain't been down here long enough. You don't know what you're looking at. You don't know what you're in for. I gotta go.
At least do us the favor of telling Ziella that you got back out, showing back up.
I'll talk to her, yeah. I'll make sure. We can send an army down here if we need to. As you said, it was straight back the way you came.
Yes, just get in this hole and just keep on going straight.
Yeah.
Don't go left, don't go right, just go straight.
All right. Best of luck to you. I hope you find my friends.
Kind of sucks you're not coming with us, but we'll do our best.
And he'll run. And he doesn't have a light source. He just runs into the
Are we
dark.
in the?
You in what?
Hang on. If you want, I can maybe give you some.
He's gone. He puts a hand on the wall to guide himself.
Alrighty. So
Are
that
we
was
in the
interesting.
room that you said there was only the right exit from, or was that after we followed?
Yeah,
the
you're
right?
in here. This is where you found Sudsy.
Okay.
So he's just in here.
Okay.
Well, that was interesting, guys. Not even fighting us, he was scared like that. So, that's gonna be interesting. So, what choices do we have here? Do we keep on looking for Bumper and Splits, or do we just do what he said and just run back?
I think we need to look for them. Reassess after maybe, but we have to at least look for them.
All right. I guess we'll keep on looking for them then. What way should we go now then? Should we just keep on going straight?
We can only go right, right? There's said. Yeah.
Okay.
From here,
let's
yeah.
just-
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's just keep on moving on. Ravi,
Okay.
lead the way.
Aye.
It's another straight pipe, like all the other ones you've been down before, and it leads to another circular room. This one has paths leading off to the left and to the right. You turn to look down the left one, and this one curves off to the right, like the pipes that curved earlier. And as you look down there, everybody that turns to look with Ravi, just on the very edge of what his light is able to see, you for a moment see a pair of glowing eyes. And then as soon as they reflect the light, and as soon as they get caught in the light, they disappear. And you hear a little pitter patter.
Are they like tiny set of eyes or really big set of eyes?
Big eyes, sort of like regular sized eyes. Not like a mouse.
But like person-ish?
Maybe around about that size. Kriv, why don't you make an insight check here?
Mhm.
I'm trying to determine something about the little glowy set of eyes that you saw.
15.
All right. They seemed a little bit bigger than what you would call a normal person's sized eyes, but they were short. Weren't eyes at the level of like your eye level. They were down like half of that.
Okay.
So, did everybody else saw that?
I sure did.
Is that familiar to anybody?
Not that I can recall. What about you, Hashate? Nope. Okay. That's
Kind of
scary.
judging by its height, it is either someone who is short or something that is probably quadrupedal and is on all fours, and therefore its shoulders aren't quite as high as ours.
Yeah, kind of short. So this should be pretty interesting.
What's your
Are you
take, friend or foe, though? They did run.
very
Mike
fast?
is currently neither friend nor foe, just scared. If we follow it, we may risk provoking an attack if we corner it. It's also possible that it leads us to whatever the major problem is, and possibly our friends.
Yeah, what if it's just someone else who got stuck down here?
That could be a possibility as well. I mean, there's been a lot of people being missing down here.
Did we ask at all about who they set down from the sanitation?
You didn't
They
ask
just
for
sent.
names or anything like that.
Yeah, they just sent two, right? Two people.
Just okay.
Yeah, 2 people a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
With the pitter patter, did it sound like they were bipedal or quadrupedal? Could I tell?
Make a perception just for the ears.
9.
You don't know difference between biped or quadruped. Sounded barefoot just from the slapping sound.
Yeah. Well, I think either way, we have to go that direction.
All right, let's follow it and see where it leads us.
I will take my shield off of my back at this point, though.
Okay. You'll take the left path. This one will
Mhm.
curve around as you go along it. Once you get to the end of that, there's another circular room. There's a pipe that leads forward and one that leads to the right, but the difference being the pipe that leads forward is choked with rubble, standing about 4 or 5 feet high of just stones all in there, blocking it.
Oh, hey, look at that! There's apparently another trap over here that kind of failed.
I will go to the rubble and kind of inspect it. Do I think that this was a trap, or does this look like a cave-in?
Make an investigation check.
12.
Okay, the rubble's kind of loosely stacked here. You don't notice anything around it that seems to indicate that something fell apart or fell in here. Your best guess is that it was put here purposefully. But as you're looking around it and trying to investigate and try to figure out exactly what's going on with this, you're moving pieces of this stone around. And as you pick up one, you notice that it's like a piece of a statue. It's like a forearm with the hand on the end of it. Shift that off to the side, and you notice another piece that looks like a broken piece of a knee with like pieces of the leg coming off of it.
Well, guys, and I will hold up one of the hand body part things. I think it's safe to say that this was intentionally put here, and not in a display sort of way.
Right.
So you think they were like kind of blocking the path?
That is my current theory, yes.
Okay.
Have there been any like stolen statues or anything in the city that you've heard of?
I don't know, have I?
Not necessarily. You haven't heard of many problems outside of the iron shortage and the most recent plumbing issue.
I have not, but looking at this certainly isn't a big town statue, so if it was, it's probably from a noble house where I don't go an awful lot, so if it was, I probably didn't hear about it.
Okay. Huh. Do you recognize what this statue is from?
It doesn't look like any statue that's in Karenia.
It actually looks kind of foreign, if I'm being honest.
Would I recognize it at all?
Criv, do you want to go and check out the statue pieces? You can make an investigation check also.
Yeah, see if it looks at all familiar. You said investigation?
Yeah.
Oh, beans. That's a 0.
Oh!
0.
It's a 2
Wow.
minus 2.
Oh,
You go to pick up
Yikes.
a piece of this rubble piece of statue, and you just sort of slip and drop it, and it breaks on the ground into a bunch of different pieces. And the piece that you picked shifts a bunch of the other rubble around it, or it starts to fall and tumble away. And then that reveals a face underneath a lot of that rubble.
Like Godzilla. That one.
You recognize the face. It looks a little different than you're familiar with. It's sort of panicked, like a terrified looking face, but it's Bumper's face.
Oh no.
Made of stone.
Guys, this looks somewhat familiar to Bumper to you?
Let's turn around.
Is this Bumper? Did somebody kill Bumper?
I will detect magic to see if there's any magic radiating off of the statue.
Yeah. You'll notice when you do that some sort of magical effect has taken place on this statue, and that this is not the only one. So you can shift a few pieces around and find that that face of Bumper is still attached to Bumper's head, and Bumper's head is still attached to his body, and all of his limbs are there. He's still a full, complete statue just at the bottom of this, but you can see that the broken parts of the other statues also have that same magical aura about them. Something magical has happened to them, and they are no longer in one piece.
Dang, I killed someone because I rolled a 0.
You picked up like a piece of a torso of a statue.
Okay.
Dropped that and it shattered.
Technically, no.
Yeah.
Now, if he said, Bumper completely fell apart because you fell.
You see it,
Planet.
as these pieces are shifting about, you guys are like sort of dismantling this pile of rubble. Some water is starting to leak out also. And you'll see that sort of starts to pour into the chamber that you're in. And it kind of comes around your feet. It's not rushing fast enough to totally get up, like above like the soles of your shoes. So it's only just a very little bit right now, but it's starting to trickle through.
So, if we dismantle all of these rocks and everything like that, is the water gonna come rushing us and push us away and wash us through all these pipes?
Yes.
It'll probably push us away for. It'll probably push us away for a time, and then it'll even out as it normally does. But initially, yes. More concerning is the magic that is radiating off of these people.
So there's magic around them? You
Uh,
can determine that?
yes, without a doubt, there is magic on these people. I suppose the most logical conclusion would be that they were petrified.
Can it be reversed?
Theoretically, yes. I know that followers of faith, such as myself or other clerics of other religions, have been able to do so, but they are at a much higher attunement with their deity than I am at current.
Okay, so
So we're going to have to lug this giant statue with us?
And
I
not
mean,
break
it all depends because we risk on breaking it, and as well, isn't it easier for us to find the creature or whatever is down here that did it and maybe talk to it or fight it for it to break the spell? Actually, if we can kill somebody that made the spell, can that break the spell?
It depends upon the kind of spell. If it's an enchantment, it is theoretically possible that killing the person who put the curse, so to speak, would disrupt the enchantment. However, the straight spell or effect petrification would not go away because you killed the creature that caused it.
Okay, okay. So,
I'm-
what do you guys want to do?
Well, first of all, I'm just imagining all of those pieces that Crib destroyed turning back into body parts. That's cool.
Yeah, it'd be a lot grosser down.
It also probably wouldn't plug the hole well.
Yeah.
You think? Does anyone think it's being plugged for a reason? Like a reason that makes sense?
I mean, what reason can there be to plug?
It could
The
be
pipe.
whatever this creature is, just kind of maybe nesting in some way. People keep
Hey.
coming down here.
Yeah, that is true. Maybe it feels terrified for all the people that's been coming down here and just trying to save itself or something.
Well, assuming it's not a water something or other, I would say we should keep searching dry pipes.
Okay. I mean, I'm guessing that all the pipes are gonna be dry at this point, since we know where the source of the water is coming out from.
I mean,
It's
don't
right
open
here,
them,
right?
is what I'm saying.
Okay. I mean, we can try.
Like, explore until we find why.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
might not be
okay
able
with
to
that
find
idea.
Alternatively, we could retreat for now. Talk to ZL, see if we can bring some more firepower down here. As we don't know how the creature curses things. Or, like, is it a stare like in the old folklores? Do they cast a spell? I'm not sure. And I don't necessarily know if this is a advantageous battle for us.
Yeah, I don't know. Sudsy did say, he mentioned sending an army down here.
Now, should we take him on his word and keep investigating, and wait for that army to be sent over here? Or
Do you think one's even gonna come?
yeah, that's the problem.
I'd
if
say no one but her cares about these guys.
And honestly, who's gonna give us an army to come down here?
I mean, if a council member comes saying, "Hey, I have efficient intel saying that there's a creature that is murdering people in the sewers before blocking up all of their pipes," it might be in everyone's best interest to fix the problem.
Or,
Alright,
much
that's-
like suicide workers, they'll send one guy down to just break down all the clogs.
I mean, that's fair enough, but we still don't know what this creature is about. Like, maybe, like Chris said, maybe it feels like trapped and it's just protecting itself because it's nesting or something. So I think we should investigate first, and then, without, if it's possibly getting noticed by the creature, if we get to find it, figure out what's going on, and then we can determine what to do from there.
maybe cautiously investigate.
Yeah.
Okay, and plus that we can still look for the third member of the trio.
Yeah,
Yeah, since we already found old poor Bumper petrified like nothing.
Well, a hole at least, which means he has a chance.
Yep. Okay. Alright, so do we agree on keep investigating?
Maybe investigate more stealthily than we
Yeah.
have been.
yeah.
I'm good at stealth.
How about you run ahead
With
and
the
I'll
light.
take my shoes
Clang,
off?
clang, clang, clang.
He's
I haven't
only
been wearing-
chainmailed, so there's no stealthiness on him.
I haven't been wearing shoes this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I-
picturing the clickety clack of like a hard floor with some fun heels.
Hey, I'm the only one here in stealth. I still have those
Slippers.
thingies cover on my feet.
So I am going to stealth. That's a 9.
Okay. Where,
Okay.
where are we stealthing to? What is the goal here?
We're just
Back, or what? We couldn't go through that exit because it had the rubble, so we only have the
Right.
There's no reason you could. It was about 4 feet high, but the ceiling is 8 feet up. And you've just moved a whole bunch of it out of the way. So if you wanted to go in that direction, it's definitely possible.
Yeah,
Could
Oh, I
just
thought
a
you
little
said it
bit
was
water.
choked.
It was
I
choked, but
assumed
we
it was-
moved a bunch of stuff out of the
Gotcha.
way now.
Okay.
Could we
So there's
safely
just a
move it,
little
though?
bit. There's a little bit of water just passing through, so it's nothing to be scared of.
Yeah,
Would it?
is it waterlogged as soon as we like look over the top of this thing?
There's about a foot deep of water on the other side.
If we get worried, I have a plan for water.
So if it's not completely clogged, like water up to the top, wouldn't it be interesting of some creature that like needs water as a habitat? Then having shallow water would be in the interest of something that likes water but doesn't necessarily live in it.
I would agree, but at a foot high, I'm thinking that if it's that small, we should be okay. But your point is well taken.
No,
Yeah.
it's more like the idea of whether or not they would be in the water area or in the dry area, because they're clearly making like clogs on purpose.
Got you. Unfortunately, I don't know any creatures off the top of my head that benefits.
Hmm.
Is that
Great,
you voting?
dry or wet?
Yeah, so I'll turn to Kriv. Like, do you have anything?
Do you like it wet, Kriv?
Kriv, you could make a nature check. Uniquely for Kriv, you have the ability to do this.
I'd have a good score for that. Yeah, that's gonna be a 1 because I have a -2 nature as well.
Sweet. You got nothing.
Yeah, I'm not a good druid. I never claimed that. I am one.
At this point, I'd say we're all pretty bad at our jobs.
Change out that.
Kinda, sorta, yeah. All right, so
Right.
what do we want to do here? Should we
Dry
go
or wet?
through? Yeah, dry or wet.
I mean,
What-
personally, I'd
what it-
recommend something dry, but I feel like that's probably enough point towards the wet hallway. That's probably the way we need to go.
But hear me out. If this was blocked off when we came in, whatever we saw only had one way out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So we saw something.
Well, the something clearly ran off into the.
Into the what you cut off.
Yeah.
They would run off into the dry, I would say. So perhaps we should just stay in the dry.
Because the other one was completely blocked off till I
Right.
touched it. So
Right.
we can
Well,
try dry.
Halfway. It would be a block. It was like 4 or 5 feet high of rubble, and
Right.
an 8-foot high sewer tunnel.
All right. So what are the options on the tunnel to go towards to?
You could go back the way that you came.
Uh-huh.
There's the way that you just cleared the rubble from, where there's about a foot deep of water. And there's one other passage that went off to the right.
So we want to go to the right, dry land, or do we want to just knock those rolls down and let the water pass through and keep on going that way?
I don't want to knock the rubble down because Bumper is still at this point whole, and you run risk of breaking him.
He's
Okay.
among the rubble right now. That's
Yeah,
blocked.
that
Yeah,
rubble
he's
is
among the
people.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's go to the right side then, on the dry land.
All right. This way goes for the same normal length of pipe that you're used to. It leads to a circular room, but there's no other exit to the circular room other than straight forward. And then from there it curves off to the right, and this leads you to a 4-way split. So you have the option from here to go forward, left, right, or back the way you came.
Hmm.
Well, theoretically, if we had left, that should take us kind of sort of back to some sort of intersection to where we were previously, at least around that way. So I would say probably straight or right.
I mean, we haven't fell with going straight lately, so I'd
Lately.
say keep going forward.
Okay. Straight line from this four-way intersection leads you to another four-way intersection, which is familiar. It's a place where you've been before.
Great. We've circled back.
Okay. Yep.
I think
Okay, who's got the map? Do you have a map, Kriv? Can we see it?
Well, I mean, I have been drawing one, but I don't know the angle of the, like, not straight tunnels, so I don't know how helpful that is right now.
I mean, this is pretty familiar, so the only way that we can do this is go back from the hole we went and take another way out.
You said it had another 4. Are any of the tunnels leaving, like, curved again?
Yes. From the
Okay.
direction that you're approaching from, the one on your left would curve to the right, and the one forward would curve to the left.
Ravi,
I know where we are.
can you mark the tunnel we're coming out of, please?
Yeah, I will kind of go over to the side and just make like a scuff mark almost on the wall with my mace.
Sure, yeah.
My map looks really bad right now.
I'd
Show
love
it.
to see it. I'm looking at
Show
my
it.
map. I want to
Let's
see how it looks.
Do you want to? It's.
Show it.
I've been trying to do it tiny because I didn't know how long this was gonna go on. But nope. Where are
All
we?
right.
A
Kinda
little bit
close.
lower. Hey, there we go.
That last straight line's not straight anymore because I didn't do any of the curves as far as I should have. But
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
it's
So
something.
I tried.
I just
I
have
tried. No.
I just have written down forward, right, left, right, forward.
Which isn't helpful when things are circles.
Yeah, nope, not anymore.
Well, do we head back and start wading through the water?
Yes, I think that's the best option. I mean,
Can we
have
actively
another
tell-
way to go.
The way we came in here originally.
Can
Like-
you?
We're not far from it.
There wouldn't be like footprint marks in the grime on the ground, would there?
No.
Since it got a little bit wet.
Not so much grime on the ground as there's like the scum that kind of is where the water level was before.
Gotcha.
It dried out, and the water that was here it all pushed itself out towards the ocean.
Well,
Well, I think unfortunately we got to go back.
Yeah.
Which back are we going to?
Yeah. How far
we're
back?
gonna directly turn around.
Because we came from a 4-way intersection, or we could go back to where Bumper was. Right?
That sounds about right. Yeah.
According to this map I have.
Do we want to head back to the wet?
Sure. That's big.
I mean,
clue.
remember this. We went on the right side. We didn't disturb the tunnel, and then we kept on going forward.
I love
So if we
dungeons where
go-
everything's the same. You go,
So
it's a sewer. They all
if
the
we
same,
go
of
back
course.
and then instead of going forward, we're just going. We take another right or we take another left. That should lead us to another place, right?
Right?
Right? Anybody?
The last place we were, I feel like one of those directions would still aim us back to somewhere we've been. So we could either go back to Bumper or this other direction, according to my map, which take that as you will.
Alternatively, we could just do the right hand thing, where you put your right hand on the wall and just go all the way around, and you're bound to hit pretty much everything.
You know what? I'd say let's go back to where Bumper is. Get him out and sit him up tightly so he doesn't fall down, and we go through the water.
I think we could climb over it if we really don't feel like doing that.
Yeah, we can climb over it.
Okay, let's do that then. Let's go back to that place
Okay.
and go.
You do a about face.
Yep.
Do you guys do like an awkward shuffling around so that Robbie's back up front, going
Yeah.
backwards again? Okay. And then it's just straight. It leads you to the curved pipe, and then you go straight over. You approach the room where you saw Bumper. He's on the right this time as you come in. There's a little more water trickling through, but it's not gushing or anything. It's made like a little stream in the ground that's leading off in the other direction down the other pipe.
Hey guys, look, we've saved the day. The water's flowing.
Great.
I climb over the rubble of people. Water.
Sorry,
Yeah,
people,
I'm
that I'm going
take my
on
shoes
top
off.
over with.
They
Shoes
are
off.
not allowed to touch the water.
Okay.
So,
You sling them over your shoulder, or you
yeah,
put 'em
drunk girl
somewhere
style, please.
else? All right.
And then I'll climb over.
Hop over to the
Alright.
other side, and you are in a foot deep of sewage water.
Yay.
This is more like what you might have expected. It's a little deeper than it should be, but this is more sewery now.
Gross.
Yeah, but it's the same kind of pipe. You lead that down, it leads you to another circular room. This one has a pipe leading forward and one leading to the left. Once you get there, let's have Ravi make a perception check. He's up front.
With the light.
16.
All right. You're heading forward, so the forward pipe is the one that you're looking down first once you get into the room. And when you get there, you could see at the edge of the light another set of eyes looking back at you. This one doesn't turn and flee right away. And then another pair next to it opens.
Are they big?
They're the same as the ones that you saw earlier. Both of them seem to match each other. And then when you look off to the left, two more sets, 4 eyes down there. Arvistan and Hashite have dark vision, so you can actually see the figures that you're looking at. They're almost like Kriv, but not quite. They're like tiny little dragon men. They stand maybe 3 feet tall.
Okay.
And they're wearing rags of clothes, and they have little spears, little makeshift spears, and little pouch-like slings, David and Goliath style. Except for one of them, one that's right in front of you, is covered in all kinds of stuff. He's got little pouches. He's got a big jar on a belt. He has a big cage on his back with a skunk in it. And he also has a spear, but at the end of his spear is a scorpion that's just wiggling. Just a regular scorpion stuck on the end of it.
Okay.
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Hey guys, what do you see?
A 2.
Oof.
I got a 2. Yep.
12.
12, all right.
17.
17. And what do we get for Kriv?
14.
Okay, Robbie, you're the first to act. They stay at the edge of your light. So they try to stay outside of what you can see, but the tactic isn't that successful because they're very narrow pipes, and about 10 feet wide. And you can see their eyes reflecting back, so you know where they are. They just don't want to be totally in view. You can see 2 down at the end of one pipe. It would be the edge of your light would be about 40 feet away from you, and 2 down the other pipe.
Are we sure we should be starting a fight?
No,
You're not
I'm.
starting it, so
Yeah, we're not starting it yet.
either way,
Yet.
they're starting the fight.
Just
with
making
you.
sure.
They're the one they're ready for attacking.
So the big one with the scorpion, is he like dead in front of me?
He's the one forward, yes.
Okay.
Is he looking hostile?
To you, yeah. This is a trap that they've laid for you. They're doing a pincer move on you.
I think we should fall back a little bit, and I'm going to try to retreat and try to hot gates them, right? So they have to funnel into the one tunnel to face us that way, as opposed to them being attacking us from 3 sides.
Sure. So Robbie, you're going to back up. How far back do you want to go down the tunnel you came from?
To whoever was initially, like this person who would be next to me, just as far back as them.
Okay.
So if they were like 5-10 feet, do it that way. And then I'll reserve the action to attack if anyone comes within range.
Putting yourself, you'd still be envisioning the person that's still straight in front of you, but the pipe coming in from the side wouldn't be able to see you anymore. You've backed yourself into the mouth of the room. Okay. And you're ready to hit somebody if they come close enough.
Correct. If they come within my melee distance.
Okay. This for you, Ravi, and for Kriv, moving back like this puts them out of sight of you. Your light doesn't catch them anymore. And then Kriv is next.
I would also kind of back up because I don't even know if I saw them in the first place.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
was further
Further
back.
back, Ravi is, quickly explains there's something there. Back up. I believe you were picking up the rear of the train of people moving, so you're already in a pretty decent position.
Okay, well, I would probably do the same. I would stay back because whatever we've seen so far, it does not seem necessarily like something we can handle. And then
they're from like kind of your kind. Can you try speaking with them or try to make communication?
I can't believe I was the one getting called fantasy racist before.
I know, right? Just assuming.
I mean,
Similar.
they look like tiny dragons. I mean, no offense. You kind of.
Well, do they speak common?
I mean, we
Have
haven't
you tried saying hi, Arvista?
Yeah. Hey, it's my turn.
That's right.
would maybe like hold my quarterstaff, but not pull anything, not make any action, and then try to call out if I can.
What do you want to say?
Hello.
Yeah, hi. we don't intend to hurt you. We won't attack if you don't.
You'll hear a voice call back from the dark. That'll say, "We must protect the master."
Do I get to answer, or is that my turn?
That'll be the interaction for this turn.
Okay.
Hajite will be next. So you've heard. I can't get my voice as high pitched as it should be, but a very squeaky little raspy voice. You must protect the master.
I'd probably step back as well.
Sure.
Of course. I guess also shout. Why not? I'm here. We don't mean any harm to you or your master. Can we just talk?
You'll hear the voice call back. The master needs to feed.
Fortunate.
All right.
Arvistan, you're lucky. You're next. They somehow rolled lower on initiative than you.
Wow.
Two was pretty low, and we got a 1. So, go ahead.
All right, I asked everybody because I feel like I'm gonna get ran over. This guy's walking backwards towards to me. I walk backwards as well, and I scream out like, "So
You can
are
see
we the
them.
food? The what?"
You can see them. You have the dark vision, so you can still see them.
Yeah, I can see them. Like, so what are you? What is your master feeding with? Is it? Are we the food for him?
The master eats stone.
Oh,
Okay, so I think that'll be my action, right? Making the question.
Yeah.
Okay. Robbie, your turn.
Well, it's their turn.
It's not my turn.
Uh,
Oh wait, not your turn. Oh, it's their turn. That's right. Oh boy.
so the two that Hashite and Arvistan can see will move
Mhm.
forward. They still don't want to come into Ravi's light, so they stay 40 feet away from him. I'm guessing Ravi's still up front of the group. He moved back, and then everybody moved back behind him.
Yeah, everyone like okay, okay.
I look to my left for my phalanx friend, and there's no one there. Perfect.
Let's see what they can do here. Yeah, the one's not going to do anything. The one with all of the stuff on him is just going to stand there. You can hear the pitter patter of the other two that you can't see anymore down the other pipe come closer. And you could see the other one puts a stone in its sling, spins it around, and tries to fling it 40 feet at you. It's a little farther than it's used to, so it has to roll at disadvantage. It's shooting for Ravi. Oh, he rolled pretty well for disadvantage. 20 to hit.
That'll do it.
So a rock will come and pop you in the head as you're going. You'll take 5 points of damage.
Ooh.
Oof.
wow, hard rock.
Oh.
Yeah.
These guys feed on rocks and they're tossing it away when they can give it on to their masters. Like what the hell?
I'm confused by the stuffing of the holes with stone that he might
Yeah, it makes no sense.
need. I guess they could make infinite stone with every person coming down.
All right.
And that's their turn. So we go back to Ravi.
I'm going to first as my bonus action. They fire or protect me, and I will cast Shield of Faith on myself to give myself a +2 AC bonus.
Sure.
And then for my actual action, I will use Sacred Flame, which is a cantrip,
All right.
and I will do it at the one that hit me with a rock, and they have to make a Dex saving throw.
Okay, you will attempt that. That's a failure.
He will take 4 damage.
All right, so you see Ravi cast a spell. He casts out a Sacred Flame, which, contrary to the name, is not fire.
Right?
It's radiant damage. He throws that out and badly burns that creature down the pipe. And then it is Kriv's turn. So they're about 40 feet down the pipe. They're at the very edge of Ravi's light source.
So I can like barely see them.
You can barely see them, but you do know the position that they're in.
Now, guys, I have an idea. Why don't we go back into the tunnel, get all those dismembered pieces of rocks that we left behind, not bumpers, and bring it to them as an offering for peace and see what's going on?
Jeez.
I don't think that's going to work because they're still going to try to eat our friends and make other people into stone and eat them too.
Now, do we know for a fact that it's not their master the one doing it?
There's someone with a scorpion on the end of a spear. I think that's the thing that's turning people to stone, but I can't be sure.
He did say regular scorpion, but it is Kriv's turn, so.
That's
It
scripture.
is Kriv's turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just
So-
having a conversation here and like trying to figure out what we're doing.
Would I have any sense of if this is one of those areas not to light a flame?
Um,
Smell?
no.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Just
You
no
wouldn't
idea.
necessarily. Robbie
What
just
happened to
uses
that
sacred
torch
flame,
earlier?
not technically fire.
We still
Yeah,
have the
I didn't-
torches.
I didn't like that you specified that because the only thing I have right now is fire if it's 40 feet away.
It's up to
Hey,
you.
hey, you got your dragon breath as well.
I'm not sure that lightning would be better.
I mean, they're
Maybe
in
not in a
water.
big puddle.
So are you.
They're in water. Yeah,
We're
so-
also in water.
I mean, it's a fire skyward play, right? Like, scenario, we all would get a little fire. Best case scenario, it explodes around them.
Yep.
I guess that's a real power play, but
You're all at full health, sub Robbie.
who got beat by a rock?
Fine then, we'll just try it, but I will step in front of everybody. I don't know how many people are behind, but I'm not going to get everybody in this
Okay.
entire.
Sure.
And we'll try. I guess the lightning breath.
So lightning breath comes out in a line, yeah?
Wait, no, I wouldn't, because that won't go far enough unless I scoot it up way more. Give me a second. I don't think I have anything that would reach them without stepping into the view again, except my hammer.
Wait, how far does your lightning breath go?
30 feet. Would stepping up 10 feet put me back, like, in visual range of all of them?
Yeah.
Yes. They would see you.
Would I be able to step back again, or is it, like, one-time movement?
You
Or
can
is it-
move and then move back. If you move forward 10 feet, then you still have another 20 feet left that you can move again with.
Okay. I will try that, I suppose. Step forward enough to do the lightning towards the ones straight ahead
Straight
that I
ahead.
could see,
Okay.
and ignoring the ones in the side tunnel.
Sure. They'll make dexterity saving throws, I believe, for your lightning breath.
Yes.
What's the DC on that?
So it's 8 plus con modifier. 9. 11.
Okay. They're both going to fail.
Okay. So this is 2d6. And I don't add anything to that, right?
No.
That is 9.
Okay. So you exhale a line of lightning. You guys see a lightning bolt just come out of Crib's mouth that streaks forward. And it lights up the whole tunnel for everybody, kind of blinding for a second. And it goes out past these two creatures in front of you. Definitely fries the one that Ravi hit earlier. He cartoony. You could see a skeleton flash for a couple seconds, and he goes down. And the other one tries to back itself into the wall, but catches still most of the lightning bolt, and is very badly injured after that. You can see the char on the front of its body.
But we didn't all light up, right? It didn't spark something else.
You have not all died.
Okay. Then I do cowardly run back to everyone else so the others
back
can
up
see me.
behind
Yeah.
Ravi and everyone again. Sure.
Yeah.
Hashite is next.
You're muted.
Okay, so I have a dumb question.
Sure.
So I know they're not snakes,
Not snakes.
but would I
They're
have been able to make friends with them?
They're reptilian omni. So they're sort of in the same group of races that you and Crib are. They're sort of like reptile type people. Could you have made friends with them is a tough question. They can talk, so they have at least that amount of intelligence. But would they have been in a situation that they're willing to make friends? Best I can tell you is they're smart enough to do it, but not necessarily inclined to.
Yeah. If their wisdom's too high, it doesn't work. I just looked it up. But I was also really sad about if any of them get hurt, it doesn't work anyway. And I was like, oh man, I could have tried. Okay.
Did I ask if
So-
I recognized them?
I don't think
No,
you did.
didn't.
Okay.
No.
I know it's not my turn. I just kind of forgot if I did.
Sure.
So, now we're fighting. All right. Ooh, that one would hurt all of us. Okay, so I'm gonna step forward.
Sure.
In a similar manner to Kriv,
Okay.
and use a poison spray.
All right.
In hopes that it actually affects them.
Are we targeting the one remaining creature straight down the pipe, or are we turning and trying to hit the other two that we haven't dealt with?
Yeah, we
Uh,
still have.
Hopefully on the remaining.
Okay. So poison spray. Is that an attack roll from you or a saving throw from me?
I believe it's you.
Okay. So I make a Constitution saving throw. That is going to be a success.
Oh,
Unfortunately, I rolled a 16.
Ooh.
So you
well, I think I'm gonna step on back here.
step forward, spray a bunch of poison out. You say, "Oh, you think Kriv was cool? Watch this." Bunch of poison comes spraying out in front of you, and then triumphantly walk backwards after having not hit the creature you were trying to.
Triumphantly.
That's right.
It's tattoo on the
With
shoulder.
shoes over my shoulder.
Just don't even look and see what happened. Turn around and walk back.
That's it.
Arvistan.
Okay, so I still have a view of all of them.
You could see one. The
I
other
can see
two-
one
The other two in a pipe that was off to the side, and you guys all backed up, so you can't see down that pipe anymore.
down that pipe. Okay, perfect.
They can't see you either.
Yeah. I can still see the one with the magical staff as well, if it's magical, right?
A
With the
scorpion on the end
staff.
of a stick, it's tied
Yeah.
with twine.
It's tied with twine.
Yeah.
Can I still see?
Maybe it's magical, but it also looks exactly like what a scorpion tied to the end of a stick would look like.
Can I see him though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
40 feet away.
And that's the other one that's kind of hurt badly.
Yeah, he's hurt. He got shocked pretty bad.
He got shocked pretty bad. Okay. I'm gonna take my chances and deal damage with my longbow.
Sure.
Roll a, what's that? Roll a 15.
15 is going to hit.
Yes. Ooh. My God. Okay, so what's the longbow? It's gonna be
D8, I think.
1d8. Yes. Where's my d8? Here's my d8.
Plus 4.
That'll
for you.
be
Your dex is
7 plus 4. It'll be 11.
Okay. So you pull back, take the shot on this guy that's covered in stuff, and you shoot true. Fire right through its chest, and it spins around from the force of the arrow and plops down into the water.
Right. And no, that'll be the end of my turn. I'm kind of safe over here in the back, behind everybody.
Okay. After Armstead takes that shot and you see that creature fall and splash into the foot-deep water, you could hear the other two creatures that you don't have a line of sight on splashing as they run away from you.
All right, guys, that was pretty interesting.
Well, unless you decide you don't want to follow them, we still have to keep initiative going. So it'll be Robbie's turn next. It's up to you guys if you want to try to pursue these two as they flee.
Do we want to?
I am going to, as it is my turn, and before anyone has a chance to act, I will,
Alrighty.
with my shield up around them, I will use my action to call out to them, stop! We still don't have to fight this. And I will try to roll a persuasion check
Sure.
to see if they'll be our friends.
Go ahead.
Friends, I mean, not try to hit me with another rock. That is a 15.
Okay. This is persuasion.
Yes.
And what's your body language as you're following them?
I mean, I probably still have my weapon out, but it's kind of like.
I see. So
Please desist. Please desist.
we are not fighting anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to keep running from that.
Okay.
And then it'll be Criv's turn. Robbie almost caught up to them by chasing after them. They have a tougher time because they're much shorter. So they have to lift their knees up out of the water to move. They have to go a little bit slower than Robbie if they're running. He doesn't have to be beleaguered. None of you do. So you think he might catch them if he wants to, and you could also. You're muted right now.
My bad. I don't know why it was making noise earlier, so I turned it off. Well, I would at least see Robbie just booking it around the corner, so I would definitely follow.
Yeah, you hear him too. It's like, hey, stop! Don't stop running.
I would probably just keep going after them if that means passing up Robbie or just catching up at least.
Sure. Yeah, you could get to where Ravi is. You think in another turn you could catch up to them.
Can we still see them at all or no?
Oh, you can see them now, yeah. Ravi's he's within 10 feet of them as he's chasing after them. So that's where you'd be also. So they're right there in front of you.
Okay. Trying to think.
Think it over.
Do we want to keep following these guys or just take them out?
I mean, Rabbit's trying to befriend them, so probably trying to follow them and calm them down and see what the hell is going on and what's wrong, why they're here.
Following them might lead us to something too big.
To their master, probably.
Or something. Rip
Or
sized.
something. Exactly.
I guess I wouldn't take any other action. Then I'd wait to assume we can maybe catch them and either talk more or punch more, whatever, next round.
Sure. Then it'll be Hajite.
I agree. I'd rather know where we're heading.
Sure.
But follow behind at a fairly close distance.
Okay. Follow behind them. And Arvistan, are you planning on following these guys too? You would be able to take a shot if you wanted.
You see, I'm gonna be the deserter in this one. I'm gonna actually to go towards the guy with the scorpion staff.
Sure.
And they had all the little bags and all this stuff. Go towards him and inspect him and see what I can take away from him.
Okay. He was 40 feet away, so you won't be able to get to him and inspect him on this turn. You can move that full 40 feet, but that'll be your action and your movement. Or you can move 30 feet towards him and then take an action to do something else. There's not much else going on in that direction.
If I move down 30 feet, can I take my action and shoot an arrow to one of the little guys?
Moving
That they're
30
running.
feet will put you moving down a different pipe than the one that they're going down,
Different
so you'll
pipe.
lose
Okay.
sight of them. What you can do is move forward
I'll
a
move
little bit,
20.
take a shot at them, and then
Mhm.
keep going that way. Just like a
Yes, I'll
drive-by,
do that.
quick arrow shot. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right.
This is shooting past all of your friends who
Yes.
went in that direction.
Yes.
So don't roll super low.
So that'll be a 15 plus 6. That'll be a 21.
That will hit.
Let's go. All right. And damage wise, it'll be an 8. Oh, mama. That'll be 12. Let's go.
Okay. So you guys are running. Stop! We won't hurt you. Don't run anymore. Let's talk about this. And an arrow comes whizzing past all three of you, and drills one of them in the back, and they just flat down into the muck.
And I keep moving the rest of my movement point.
You gotta turn around to see. What are you doing? And he's like, yes. And then he keeps running.
Exactly. That didn't solve anything.
All right, that'll be the end of my turn.
Yeah. The last remaining creature will stop in its tracks, turn around, drop to its knees, and start to grovel to the three of you that are still there. And say, please, don't kill me, please.
I'll yell down the
he's
pipe.
trying to like bow while he's doing it, but there's so much water that he's like, please don't kill me, please.
I'll yell down the pipe. You're welcome, guys.
That's no bueno.
Hey,
yes.
made him stop.
It's Ravi's turn. If you want to keep initiative going, the creature is surrendering. So if you want, depending on if anybody wants to kill it now.
Nope.
Okay.
All right, so
I will look at the creature. Please pull your face out of the water.
He looks up at you and he's ugly crying.
Oh my god.
Who
It's
is
so
the,
disgusting. He was dipped in that. He was dipped
Really
in
good.
it,
Yeah,
Robbie.
he's covered in grime.
who is your master?
I serve Gunk, but Gunk serves another master.
And I will point to the back towards the pipe. Was that Gunk?
No.
Where is he?
Gunk is further into the sewers. Please, you can go. Just leave me.
Can you come with us? And we can go peacefully?
If I go, Gunk will kill me.
Right.
Who
He
is
won't make friends
Gunk?
either.
I will say that if you come with us, he's probably not going to come out of the sewer to attack you, right?
Gunk will want to know what happened.
I mean, he will see all of these people dead and probably assume what happened.
Maybe it's better if you kill me instead of Gunk. Go ahead. Cut my head off.
I will show him the round edge of my mace. I don't think that this cuts off heads very well. And as opposed to that, we could protect you from this Gunk character, and you help us find him so he stops clogging the pipes in the city.
Gunk clogs the pipes to serve master.
Who is Master?
I'm not allowed to talk to the master. Only Gunk can talk to the master. We serve
Gunk.
Gunk, and Gunk serves the master.
Have you ever seen the master?
No,
Fantastic.
Gunk says not to look at master. Please.
Who is Gunk?
Gunk is our leader.
Can I make like a knowledge nature something or whatever to determine in character what this is?
What this creature is?
Yeah.
Kriv can.
Yeah, I meant to ask if I
You
recognize
can
this
try,
on my
but
turn.
it's going to be easier for Kriv than it is for you.
I don't 100% know which one we're referring to right now, but I did mean to ask if I recognized the little guys earlier, and then I forgot when it was my turn.
They all kind of look similar to this. He's a little
Okay.
green, scaly.
Okay, is that what I'm
dragon
rolling to
guy.
identify right now?
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Roll nature.
9.
This would be commonly referred to as a kobold. A little dragon person. Based on its dress and its manner of speaking, you'd think it's similar to one that you would find in your mountain home. You kind of have kobolds sort of look like this around there. So it's weird that he'd be all the way out here.
So I realized that I would ask, what are you doing down here?
We just follow Gunk. We do what he says.
Why is Gunk down here?
I don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't know.
You cry. You cry a lot. And then grovel more. And he'll claw at your leg and like kiss you. To try to beg you
I
not to kill
will
him.
turn to Kriv. Do you know what it is?
They're kobolds. They live in the same area I do. I don't know why they'd be here at all.
Is Gunk also a kobold?
Yes.
How long have you been down here?
I don't know how time works. I can't see the sun.
What was the weather outside like when you came here? Was it much colder than this? About the same as this?
Cloudy.
The perfect temperature.
I'm not there with them yet. I'm back at the other
You
couple trying
are
to.
investigating. Make an investigation
Yes.
check. Check over this guy.
All right. Oh, come on, please. Investigation. Damn it. A 9.
Okay, so you basically just see what he's got on him at an outward glance. He's covered in stuff. So like I said, he's got this stick with a scorpion on the end of it. That's just kind of wriggling there at the edge. On his back, there's a cage that has a skunk trapped in it. The skunk is still alive. Kind of nervous as you're approaching. But you haven't been sprayed just yet.
Oh, God.
You find a basket, but with a 9, you don't look inside of it, so you don't know what's in there. A pot, 2 pots, and a bag and 2 flasks. Basket, 2 pots, a bag, and 2 flasks.
What's in the bag?
You want to open the bag?
Yeah.
Okay, you open the bag and a swarm of wasps comes pouring out.
Ah! Yikes.
They're very angry, and find my swarm of
They're gonna
wasps.
sting.
They're gonna sting you.
sting me.
Well, they're gonna try to sting you.
Oh God, please don't.
Let's see how bad it hurts. I don't remember how much damage they do. So, attack roll to stay.
40-12.
I crit. I just rolled a crit on this.
Oh my God,
This is
no!
what happens when you look at stuff that you're not supposed to. Oh my god. Oh wow.
Oh, come on.
You guys
Oh,
ready to say
come
goodbye
on.
to Harvestan? You're gonna get stung to death right now.
Did you just get murdered by bees?
You're down.
Oh my God!
You're down.
That's it.
I gotta check this. It's almost
And
enough
all
to
we
kill
could
you
do-
outright.
Oh my
Oh my God.
All we can think is this loser ditched us. We're not
Wait.
going back.
Yeah, we don't even see where you are.
You hear a,
Oh
a
my
splash from behind you.
I hear. Ah!
Hmm.
And a splash.
Uh,
Wow, this is. Oh my God.
I will go. Oh fuck.
I would definitely be way too invested in the tiny dragons to even hear that.
I will dash and splash my way towards whatever it is.
I understand he's covered in welts. He's been stung dozens of times.
Are the creatures still there?
They dispersed. They come out angry, sting whatever it was that they think caused their discomfort, and then flew away.
I'm going to stabilize the dying as I don't have any first level spells anymore. And then I will take his slushy sewer filled body and try to prop it up as he kind of wides in the water so he doesn't drown to death.
He's swelling as he moves. So I understand you're stable at 0 hit points.
So now instead of having a bag, I have an empty bag.
Right.
So I'm gonna shout, "Hey, did he touch something he shouldn't? You should check again."
I don't think that's a good idea. As I look at it covered in welts. He definitely touched something that he shouldn't have. He is
You
covered
think there's more of those things in there?
in hives, and he doesn't look happy. He is not dead, but he's pretty close.
Well, Griv,
Now,
I think we can move on. He's got it.
I'm just standing here staring at the kobold so he doesn't move.
He's frozen,
Okay.
alternating between not moving and groveling before you. Cowering away from you.
You can say, "Hey, son, I'm a bigger dragon."
Would I know, because he mentioned that his master ate rocks, would I know, would kobold eat rocks, or would that be in reference to the bigger master?
Let's make an insight check for Kriv.
question: what are the 2 flasks that I found off?
You don't know. You got
Okay.
knocked out, and he didn't even open.
Alrighty.
The thing that you decided to open was full of wasps, and they stung you until you almost died.
Now I'm kind of scared of what the pods and the flask have, and the basket.
You should be. It's not good.
Everything is filled with bees.
You open 2 tiny
Probably
flasks
some-
and more bees come
Probably
out.
some weird shit like that. Dude, I can't get a break.
What do you get, Kriv?
Shit.
I rolled a 12.
Okay. In the mountain range that you come from, there is one particularly famous mountain that's called Mount Stone Eye. And the reason it gets that name is because some of the creatures there are kind of unique in that a simple gaze from them can cause a person to turn to stone. There are a handful of those creatures there. You can think of the cataplepas, there's the cockatrice, and there's the basilisk. Those are the 3 main ones that come to mind. And they're known for turning creatures to stone so that they can eat them. Your best guess would be, since these people came from where you're from, that maybe one of those creatures also came from that area and is holed up in the sewers here.
Big snake.
Would like any of the other things we've heard determine it? Like anything more, or just one of those few?
Nothing specific. Knowing all those creatures can turn things to stone and eat them. So it's hard to say exactly what it could be.
So love for you guys. I'm knocked down. I can't talk.
What does your master look like?
He looks like me, kind of, but red. And he has a big pair of wings on his back.
How big is he?
Here.
Well, Kriv, he's rather small and has wings.
Yeah.
Got anything?
Well, I would convey. I don't. You said the names very quickly. I couldn't write down the things you said. I would know what it was out of those handful, but I would convey that there's a region around where I'm from in the mountains that has creatures that fit this description, but I don't know exactly. I don't still know why they'd be here in the sewers.
There wasn't any sort of nature attack going on in the mountains, right? Like fleeing from civilization, I guess.
Would I know of anything?
Nothing that you know about.
Nothing that I know about.
You've been gone for a little while. You've been journeying
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
I haven't heard of anything. I'm not in contact with anyone in the area, so I'm not sure. It would have been pretty recent, though. I haven't come across anyone else fleeing.
I don't know if we should find this thing if it can turn us to stone.
If we didn't ask this already, I asked the kobold why they came here.
He does not know.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's following directions from Gunk.
We should probably converse with the other one. And maybe drag a corpse.
At this point, after trying to like sit him up and just failing miserably because it's around him, I was just gonna grab my this backpack and slowly drag him to the group.
Right.
Oh boy.
It probably can keep his nose above water.
It's only a foot deep.
People can drown in foot deep water.
Irish
Do we
can
know
breathe
that-
underwater, so you'd probably. Be
Yeah.
That's
but
true. He is a fish.
Hard to
Forget that
switch.
sometimes.
Do we know the name of not Gunk but the other master or not yet?
Do not know.
Do
Just
not
said
know
master.
yet. Okay.
Any more questions for our little kobold?
Well, Robbie. And then I would bring him slightly more up to date in what's going on. We think the thing's gonna turn us into stone.
I was very afraid of being turned into stone, and I will look at the not quite dead corpse of Arvistan. Unfortunately, we aren't quite at full strength at the moment. I think our best bet might be to retreat for now, talk to Zeal, tell her what's happened, and kind of regroup.
Good.
Do you have to look into the eyes of the creature to turn to stone? Like, do you have? It has to be like. Can you like?
In folklore, yes. In reality, I'm not so sure.
Criv would be the only one that would be even somewhat familiar with these creatures. It's not necessarily that you've encountered all of them in your lifetime, but they have different methods depending on which creature it is.
Okay.
take the kobold with you?
I'm just gonna look at Arvisan and do healing words so you can not be unconscious.
Stand.
Conscious stand. Okay. How much you gonna give him?
Well, that's right. I have to roll 1d4 plus spellcasting ability modifier. So that would be wisdom, right?
Yep.
I rolled it out of my dice tray. That's useful. 5.
All right. 5 hit points for you, Arvstan.
Oh God, so much pain. Hi, back.
You gotta talk because you're all swollen in the face from being stung by.
What's happening?
We deduced that you touched something you shouldn't have, and were punished thusly.
And then we got dragged away, so you didn't really keep it either.
It was a swarm of bees. It's painful. God, it hurts so much.
Yeah.
Well, maybe when we get back to town, we can get you some ice.
Are we going to punch this little guy with us?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to come with us. I don't think he's interested.
It's better for us to take him with us. That way he can guide us to this place again and not get lost.
He would at least not want to go back to his master. I think he wouldn't make it through that.
Hey, little guy, will you come with us and be safe?
I'm so sorry. I can't understand you. I don't know what you're saying.
He is asking if you want to come with us, because if you don't, your master's probably going to kill you. If you come with us, you probably get to live.
What he said?
How smart is this guy? Oh, he's really stupid. Live sounds better than die. So he's willing to go with you. His name is Lurk.
Awesome.
Lurk. Lurk?
Yep. And that is where we're going to call it for this week.
Much success, team. Much success.
You did well.
I almost didn't have to use a spell.
Almost.
Very close.
We're really close on that one.
And we made friends the violent way.
Some would argue that you never really had to.
We just have to carry him.
The standard journey.
I mean, some could argue you wouldn't have to carry him either. He doesn't have to come with.
I mean, come on. You guys are not... You saw that kobold right there with a bunch of goodies on him. You're not going to inspect him?
We did.
Someone had to.
Trophy on it. I want nothing he has.
Well, now that you know. Oh, man.
We all
you might
good?
think that flask will heal you and then swallow some bees. So.
You swallow some bees or some poison or some weird stuff. I'm going to save those flasks.
Oh, you should.
I'm going to inspect
You don't have that
those.
stuff.
Huh?
We'll find out next time. All right. Everybody good for next week?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, then, thank you to everyone for joining us. Thank you to everybody for playing here. This has been fun. I've had fun. I've had fun watching you guys get lost in the sewers. That's very fun for me. Okay.
All right.
That's a wrap. Goodbye to everyone.
Bye.